What were you first using to like add in those drums and add in all that? What were you, software?
Yeah, there's this thing called Hammerhead. It was essentially a drum machine when I think about it now. But yeah, very bad sounds. Like real crap, worse than general MIDI drum sounds. But yeah, just using that, I thought they sounded great. Funniest thing, I used to use this program called, well, it's called Adobe Audition now.
Yep.
But it used to be called
Cool Edit. I used it. That was my Cool Edit Pro was my jam.
So the funny thing is, my setup used to be in mono. I didn't know what mono and stereo was. So first time I ever used automation, there was this thing underneath the audio track, and I was like, wow, if I put the line there, it fades out and comes in. Awesome. About a year until like later using that setup, and I took my tracks and played them on a real system, and realised that line was pan. And so actually all my songs, when something was meant to fade in, it was just fading from left to right. So there was nothing fading in and out. So my build-ups were just solid, like drum hits fading from left to right. Because my setup was in mono, I had no idea.
Right.
I was like, sweet, this sounds good to me.
What are you using these days?
Cubase. I moved on to Cubase quite quickly. Well, I used Reason for a bit.
Right.
I used to use Reason, make loops, export them all as separate stems, and then build the track in Cool Edit. I then just started using Cubase because it's what Dr. P used. He's like 3 years older than me, which is a big difference when I'm like 15 and he's 18. At that age, and I was just going back to his house. I'm like, wow, what are you doing? Right. As a wide-eyed kid.
Talk about that a little bit, like that sort of mentorship, or like, you know, how you learned.
Yeah, well, I pretty much learned everything I know as a foundation from Dr. P. Like going around, he had an electric drum kit, and I've always wanted to play drums. We had this thing that we did where we'd just sit there, press record, he'd play guitar, I'd play drums, and I'd sing freestyle, and we'd just record for 8 minutes, and then cut it, and we're like, oh, that's a track. None of it was good, but we did like about 5 albums, and then slowly got better and better. He kind of then went off and did drum and bass more professionally, started getting gigs and stuff. So I went and played as a drummer in a band, and I was like, he was off doing his thing, and my drum and bass was rubbish. And then dubstep happened. I was just like, this thing connected with me loads. And then I did a bootleg of one of his drum and bass records, and his label was like, do you want to start a new label? Let's do it. Let's start a new label. We're driving home and Dr. P's girlfriend was like, you should call it Circus. And we were like, cool, that sounds like a good name to me. Rung up Simon, Circus, yeah, sweet. And that was it, and that's how the label started pretty much.
All on the drive home.
Yeah, and then now we're here.
Yeah.
Doing our thing. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, I guess my thing has always been playing guitar, singing, playing piano, and then I've got real bored with just sitting there playing guitar. On the computer, I could then add drums, and then add keys, and add bass, and that turned into more sample-based hip-hop. And I was like, oh, I don't even need to play guitar, I can just sample the guitar.
What do you think about this whole idea of like, now there being a school in which people can learn how to DJ and how to produce music in like this environment?
Yeah, it's sweet. I mean, I stayed in education when everything was going on. Like I went to college, learned some bits and pieces, then went to university. And my career picked up in the first year, but I stuck at it for the rest of 2-3 years, because sometimes it's not about what you're learning in an institute or a place like this. It's about being surrounded by like-minded people. Learning loads of awesome things that I would never care about really. I was learning about string orchestration and instrumentation, but it was the fact that I was sitting in a room with 20 other people who also wanted to know that shit, and then afterwards we go get a drink and talk about it more, and then work on music and then talk about it more. And it's just a way to really get your head involved in what's going on. Like 2 of the guys from my class have a track on the Grand Central, and yeah, that's the way it goes. Kind of, you stay in circles, you can like keep connecting, and everyone moves up together, and that's what a place like this is really important for, is to make those connections.
Absolutely.
Where I look at it.